Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris here. It's been a little while since I've been on camera, or at least it feels like it anyways. And even longer probably since I've been on CCC, and I've been promising some videos on there for a while. So hopefully after this video on my personal channel, hopefully I'll be able to get some videos up on CCC. Yeah, just haven't done much over there lately, been so busy. So this video I just want to show you guys some packages that I got and talk about some updates. One of the updates I have is this right here. I purchased my photo op for Stan Lee at the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo. So that's going to be on the Saturday, I think it is, at about 11 in the morning, something like that. That's when it starts. So anyways, I got it purchased. I will be having a photo with Stan. That's awesome. Also, I have contacted Desert Wind Comics. They will be attending the show as well, they say, and handling the witnessing of Stan Lee's signatures as well as everybody else's signatures at the show. And this may be, I think, one of the first shows at Calgary where that I know of anyways, that a CGC representatives will attend to witness signatures. So I've never done a CGC before, or submitted anything for a CGC. So I just got to contact them further and see how it all goes and how I actually will be able to make sure that I get my signature witnessed, and how much it'll cost to slab the thing and whatnot. So that's for the show updates. I'm really excited about those. Again, I don't know how much money I'm going to have left after I'm spending it all on Stan. I may be able to get a couple of comic books, maybe buy a couple comic books. I don't know if I'll be able to buy an art piece from anybody this year, but I'll probably be able to get some other signatures. One of those other signatures that I will be getting for sure is a signature on this book, and I read that Fiona Staples, the artist on the book, will be attending, and she's actually based out of Calgary. I never knew that before. This series has gotten a lot of rave reviews, and you guys already know my thoughts on it, and there was only maybe one part that I would have tweaked if I was the one person writing it, I guess, or whatever. But it was really not bad. It's just everybody's crazy for it, so it's going to be pretty cool. I got 3 copies of this. I'm going to get at least a signature on one of them, of course. And maybe if I can get a drawing of her from her, that'll be pretty cool, since she's based out of Canada. So let's move on to some of the packages I got, and the first one came in this package from Comic Flea Market, and I drew a picture on the back, and I think I'll put the picture of this at the front of this video, and the picture is of this, a little doodle of a zombie reading a Marvel Zombies comic book, and I say, I love comics as much as zombies love brains. I mean, why else would I be here doing all these videos and all of you guys watching if you guys didn't like comic books as much as zombies like brains either, so. Okay, so this is what it came in, and everything came in great condition. It was only 2 comics, and why I had to get these from Comic Flea Market. This is a website that, via their website distributes independent comic books and graphic novels, and there's really not many known places like this, I guess. But Diamond Comics Distributors has basically the monopoly on comic book distribution. And one of the comic books, one of the kind of the indie comic books that I was collecting was this comic book, Judo Girl, by Blue Water Comics. And Diamond Comics has distributed all the other comic books, and even within this series, which is called Judo Girl, Wanna Revolution, they distributed issues 1 to 3. When it come around to Judo Girl issue number 4, they canceled the distribution of this comic. So, time was going on, and I figured it's got to come out by now, and I'd never seen it on the Diamond Comics list for releases. So I eventually contacted what is his name? Dave DeVries or something like that, I think his name is. Let me see. Oh, Darren G. Davis was a guy who emailed me back. But so I contacted him via, you know, the Blue Water website, and he told me that because of, you know, low, what would it be? Low demand or whatever for it, that Diamond Comics had canceled distribution, and then he told me that it would be available via webcomic, or what do you call it? What do you call those things? They're on the web, they're on the net, but on your computer. What are those things? I can't even remember what the name is. You know, where you download them and you read them. Digital. digital comic. It would be available digitally, he said, and also in print form via comic flea market, who would distribute it. So that's what I got. Judo Girl, Wanna Revolution, issue number 4. And shipping wasn't very much, and since I decided, you know, I might as well look around, see if I can get something else that I might like here, since I've never been here before, and there may be other independent comics that I may take a liking to. So I found one for $5, and there was a couple of preview pages, and the premise of it really, you know, got me, so I decided to get that, and that would be this. Zomboy. This is volume 1, and it is a very big, fat, thick book. It was $5, and as you can see, I actually had to put it in one of these like Silver Age size bags you get from Midtown to fit it. You can see just the way it's, you know, printed and folded. I mean, it's a pretty fat book, but I like the cover, just all black and white. So, Zomboy. I will give a little bit more in look into this in the CCC channel, but the premise of it is basically a government experiment. Zomboy is, well, a zombie, basically, but a zombie that is trying to hold on to his humanity. And you really see a zombie from a different point of view. He's a biological weapon, but also, you know, he's trying to maintain his humanity. And there's a doctor that has basically been handling him, and but also befriended him almost like a father figure. And so this is, yeah, I think it's like 5 chapters or something like that of it, and at the end of it, it's really, you know, I do want to see what's next. The art is a little, for me, it's like web comic-ish. I'm not too much into web comics, but you know, it kind of looks like art that would be used, you know, for like those online Flash player videos. I'll show it to you more in on the CCC channel. But it is really neat. It held me enough that I do kind of want to know what's happening next. But if the art was a little bit different, more of, you know, mainstream art, then I'd really get into it. But yeah, really interesting, different take on the zombie genre. Let's see, what's next? Okay, I got a box that. Well, maybe I should show you what I got first, then I'll show you the box, but just because I think it's funny. Anyways, through the generosity of Captain Strangelife, Hans, after him witnessing the, you know, my bad luck that I had after I got this Jigsaw issue number 1, which is from the 60s, I think it's 66, I think, something like that. Anyways, it's missing 4 pages. And he tried to show me the pages by my request through his channel, because he actually had some copies of it. So eventually in the video he said maybe I should just send you a copy since he's got extra. So he had some low grade copies, and he sent me Jigsaw issue number 1. So I love that, and now I'm able to finally complete the read, and I'll be able to show you guys this on the CC channel as well. And Also, he didn't just send me issue number 1, he also sent me issue number 2. So that is incredible generosity from Hans. Thank you very much, Hans. I'm going to really like it. And to my knowledge, there is only 2 issues of Jigsaw. So I think that is really cool. I got both issues. I don't really mind that they're in low grade as long as they're complete and readable. And, you know, they don't smell like a dead animal's bowel movements, so you know, they're going to be readable and they're not going to stink up the place, you know. So so that's really cool. So these ones I'll show more on the CCC channel. And of course he sent me a note. This is what he had said to me. He said, "Saw your bad luck and I thought you could use these to finish reading the story, as you were missing several pages of issue number 1. They're not high grade, but at least you have the missing pages and a complete read." Hans, yes, definitely. Thank you very much. And a little bit to show my appreciation, I've begun a little project. Hopefully I'll be able to complete it. But anyways, what I have for you, Hans, is to say thank you to you. I started doing some little doodles, some thumbnails of Captain Strangeliffe. And hopefully if I get time I can actually complete a little caricature of you, and that is to show my appreciation for your kindness. So what do you guys think anyways of this, you know, these thumbnails of him anyways, with his little captain's hat and he's got a comic book, a coffee, a cigar going. In this panel right here you can maybe see the little raffle drum. This is supposed to be stacks of comic books over there, more drawers and things hanging up, his posters and banners in the back. Really cool. So hopefully I can complete that for you, Hans. If I get some time, I'll do a little doodle for you and send it on your way. So also what I'll do, as I mentioned before, if anybody would care to have this Jigsaw comic book, the one that's missing the pages, I will forward that to you, but I will also scan the pages from the comic books that Hans gave me and forward those to you via email so you can complete the read too. So if anybody would like it, I'll do that for you. So let's see, and then of course I gotta end up sending out some gifts to you guys sometimes too. It's been a while. I think the last one I sent out was to Owen. But anyways, love the community. We're always sending gifts to each other, and just always that generosity is always being paid forward. It's always going around. So thank you, thank you, thank you. What I think is kind of funny, and I think this is kind of a little bit of a joke by you, Hans, I think, because he saw some of my bad luck videos, missing pages, some of my comic books have been damaged in the past. So I think this is funny. So the comic books that he sent me were, of course, bagged and boarded, but then they were also, let's see, put in between another bags and boards, and then they were put in cardboard, wrapped in cardboard, with a little message there. And as I do, and as probably as many do, when sending packages and receiving packages all the time, they recycle, because obviously this was a board that said "Enjoy Hans." I don't know who this was from. Can anybody recognize this? Who wrote "Enjoy Hans" on here? And then he scratched out Hans, put Chris. So it was bagged and boarded, put another backer boards over it, put between cardboard, and then it was put inside a mailer envelope, another recycled piece. Then that was put inside another box like this, actually quite like this box, and another piece of cardboard, and then it was wrapped in this, kind of wrapping, paper wrapping, parcel wrapping, and taped all around the edges for extra reinforcement. And then, because he is such a gentleman, he writes here, right there, he writes, "Please handle with care, and thank you, sir or madame." Such a gentleman. And I think that is his little joke to me about my bad luck packages. So I think that is about it. I do have still some stuff coming in the mail, and one comic book that is from the what is it? The 60s. It has to be from the 60s. That is hopefully that I'm going to get signed by Stan Lee. Some of you guys might already know what it is. I think I told a few people on Skype already what that comic book coming is. But yeah, that's about that. I can't think of any other updates or anything else to share at the moment, and hopefully, like I say, check out the Comic Community Central, CCC, and hopefully later today I'll have some other videos up for you just showing some of the interiors of the Jigsaw, Zomboy. I know quite a while ago I promised Not Brand Ek as well that I was going to show on there, so there's a few things hopefully get to on the CCC channel. Okay, that's that, you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate all the new subscribers, always leave comments, and all that kind of stuff. Just thank you guys very much for being the nerds that you are, and I'll see you later. Bye.